when it comes to it, I believe that God has called me to this mission. I know for a fact that he has, and when he calls us, he'll equip us. And that fear is a tool of the enemy. Fear is not from God. And so if I walk in the spirit of God, I'm not having the faith the size of a mountain, like the size of a mustard seed that can move mountains. And so that's what I pray for consistently. I like, Lord, give me the faith of a mustard seed so that I can move mountains. And we are doing that. So I don't think about an action that I'm taking and thinking, what will the repercussions of this be? Obviously some things cross my mind, and we have to use wisdom as we're moving forward. And we do that by using facts. And so when we are going to put a resource or an action together, for instance, to address this threat of the Muslim Brotherhood. So we are wanting a petition to go forward and a law to go forward to designate the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization in Canada. And that's reasonable. And so if the other side, if the side that's making advancements right now, has any ulterior motives, then that's where I just rely on God, that he needs to be our protector and have and to be our guard. So yeah, it's not that I don't think about those things at some times, but I don't give them enough thought to stop me from continuing to move forward. And especially this battle for our kids. If I'd given up in 2015 or 16, when we were going to these events to try to advise people about SOGI 123, and they were way too afraid to offend the LGBT community. And when I compare anything to the Word of God, if the Word of God is saying that homosexuality is an abomination, that's a pretty serious statement, and that we've got to understand that when they're going to do this en masse in our schools and then indoctrinate children into these ideologies and twist their minds around and put thoughts in there at grade 5, 6, or age 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, that's not right. What adults do is their business, and just like I don't want to hear what a heterosexual couple is sexually doing in their bedroom or anywhere else. I don't want to hear about what gays or lesbians or trans are doing. It certainly shouldn't be in our school system. And so we have to step up ferociously and be on the front line. If we're proclaiming a truth, then we've got to stand by that and not really fear the consequences, because they will come. And they did. I got criticized. I got attacked. I have a legal action against me for proclaiming the truth and speaking, up against what I feel is an act that is harming children. And now, after nearly a decade, the rest of Canada is waking up. And so it was all worth it. And it's going to be the same on every single other issue. And we have been on the front line of these issues, and we have been courageously stepping up. And because of that, whether it was regarding UNDRIP or all of the extortion and fraud with the government and the United Nations and the World Economic Forum using Indians, and I'm not talking about Hindus at this point, I'm talking about Canadian Indians, Indigenous, I don't want to call them that, whatever. But they're using them as pawns in order to steal land and resources so that the globalists can control it. So why I'm standing up on their behalf too. And I've been attacked for that by Chief Ken, whatever his name was, in Port Alberni, Watts. And, I was like, I didn't care what he was saying. You can't come, into Port Alberni. It's like, yes, I can. And I'm coming. And we're going to out you, and we're going to show you the backroom deals you're making. You're corrupt and you belong in jail. And so now I don't always want to proclaim we were right about everything that we've been on the front line of speaking. I'm saying we weren't wrong.